All right. Cool. All right, so before we really get settled in, let's go ahead and start the music or start your music. We don't have to mess with that later on. We will go ahead and get started. All right, great. Here we go. So you can sit in Sukhasana. You can sit crossed at the shins. You can tuck the heels close to the groin. Again, you can be up on a bolster, a pillow, rolled up blanket or a towel. Whatever feels amazing to you today. And today's practice, we're going to build energy, right? It's morning. I have lots of energy to give you. So we'll ease into it a little bit, throw in some core in the beginning, and then we'll flow, hopefully, to your liking. If not, we gotta work through it. So building that energy. What do you need to get you going? Is it coffee? Is it a quiet time alone in the morning? Is it the time when you find yourself seated on the toilet? I don't know. That's not even my alone time. So maybe somebody gets the pleasure of doing all that by themselves, but that time you get to wake up in the morning is so, I think, fragile for some. For me personally, it takes a second for me to wake up. I'm not very up and at 'em, but so that space that I give myself to just, okay, we did it, here we go. And so think of that time, cultivate it. Maybe it's now. Maybe you're still sipping that last little bit of coffee. Hopefully you brought some water. So go ahead and place the palms facing up, gently resting somewhere on the thighs or the knee. You can join the thumb and the pointer finger here to keep that energy current revolving through our bodies and our being. And gently tuck the chin. Sitting up nice and tall, fidgeting through each breath, doing what you need to do to just pause for this moment and breathe. Big belly breaths in, slow, relaxing breaths out, settling the heart. We'll get that heart rate back up momentarily, but now it's just settled. I am energized. I am alive. I'm nourished by the breath. I'm nourished by my practice. Deep inhales through the nose if that's available. Letting it go, fidgeting a little more as you settle into your seated posture. Making sure to take the tension from the shoulders and the jaw. Maybe the knees are a little tense today. And always just bring the feet out a little wider to be comfortable. And let it go, breathe. We'll take 5 more breaths here, really grounding, receiving, grounding with our hiney in the ground, receiving the energy. I am energized. Two more breaths here. And let it go. Breathing in deeply here. Letting it all go. And just flutter the eyes open here. If you're sitting on something, we'll go ahead and remove that block if that feels okay for you. Moving into a nice seated. Actually, let's take our bound angle pose. So the feet can be further away from the groin or closer, depending on you today. Every day it's a little different. We'll take those peace fingers, hook them onto those big toes. Allow the shoulders to rest down and back, sitting up nice and tall. Let the knees settle down. Breathe. Let it go. We'll do some cow cats here. So just pull the chest through the biceps. The gaze goes up. It's a tiny little arch in the back. And then around the spine, allow your chest, maybe the arms straight and the core is engaged. And then bring it through. Inhale, chest through the biceps. And then around the spine, exhale. And bring it through. Inhale. Exhale. Really separate the scapula. Bring it through, cow. Gaze goes up. Exhale, round the spine. And come up. Start to move a little quicker. And back. And up. And round. And up with the gaze. Round the spine. To your own pace. The core is engaged on our cat. Up. And back. And up. And back. Take one more. Up. And cat. Nice. Coming back up straight. We're just going to gently bubble out the right side shoulders and then come through the center, bubble the left side back to our cat. So right, forward, left, rounding. Right, forward, left, rounding. Continue the circles, making full circles. Oh yeah, this is so good. If we just ended the class here, reverse the rotation. Left, forward, right. We'd be so good. If you do nothing else in your day, just warming up the spine feels so yummy. Core engaged, rolling it out, bringing it out. All right, coming right back to center. Take the arms up overhead, inhale. Exhale, just tiptoe those fingertips forward. Doesn't matter how far you go. We can grab with the pads of our hands and let the head be heavy and soft here. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Dragging those fingertips back up. Bring the arms overhead. Inhale. Hands come through heart. Exhale. Let's find our tabletop position. On our all fours here. Stacking those shoulders over the wrists. We'll get here, getting set up, and we'll take a nice gentle wrist stretch. So take the heels of your wrists and face them out and your fingertips towards your knees. So from here, gently start to sink the hips. Do you feel this nice opening in this inside of your forearm here, inside of these wrists? And you can rock a little forward, and then gently rock a little bit back, and a little forward, and a little back. Now let's take our fingertips, face them in towards each other, and we're coming on top of the hands here. Pressing with the shoulders down away from the ears. Gently start to fist, curl your fingers into fist, and then release to straight, curl them into fist. This feels great for people with carpal tunnel. Open, pulsing and opening, really reaching, feeling the stretch in those wrists. We're going to sit gently down on our heels and just gently interlace the fingers, roll the wrist out. Mine crack a lot. I used to tumble a lot in my younger years. And mine pop, and you can even do some kind of like funky wave with our hands, and we'll come right back into our tabletop. This time, let's take the right arm like you're shaking someone's hand, and then kick the left arm, right foot back. And here we are. Pressing through the right hand, reaching through the left, kicking and pressing through that right heel. Breathe here, dial down that right hip. Maybe we're starting to build some heat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. On the next inhale, see if you can reach back for those right toes. Take the gaze over the left shoulder, if available, to peek at those toes. We're going to keep the gaze just slightly above the fingertips on the mat. Breathe in here, pressing through that top of the right foot, opening the shoulder. And bring it back out to our spinal balance where we're reaching in opposite directions. Take a big breath and then set it on down. We'll come back to that in just a moment. Switching sides, so we'll take the right arm. Hi, how you doing? Left foot back, kick it away, breathe. Press through that left hand, reaching with your right, pressing back with your left foot. Breathing. Shaking is totally normal. We're working through the fire, building that energy. Go ahead and reach back for those toes, pressing through that top, opening up. Gaze over the shoulder, down at the mat. Breathing. Pressing and opening, building the energy. Reach back out through your spinal balance, big breath. And replace back down to your tabletop. Go ahead and curl the toes, lift the hips, we'll find down dog. And take your legs a little wide. I like to bend my knees to start and be pretty wide. You can be wider than the hips. Walk the feet in hip width distance apart. If the bend in the knees feels good, stay there. And shift forward to your high plank. Down dog. High plank. Oh yeah, down dog. High plank. Drop the knees, tabletop. Sit back on the heels, bring the arms overhead, inhale. Hands through heart, exhale. One more like that, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands through heart. All right, let's get into it. Tabletop position here. All right, left arm, hi, how you doing? Right leg back. Here we go. Hugging in through the core, bring elbow to knee to kiss right under the belly. Reach back out, that's 1, 2. Extend, 3. Extend, 2 more, bring it under. Extend, hug it all in, hug and hold, 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 hold. Keep the knee in, just drop the left hand down. Curl the toes on the left side under 3-leg dog. Bring the leg to the sky. Rotate that ankle. Reverse the rotation. Bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe a peekaboo under that right armpit. Square off that right leg, bending into that left knee. Keep the right leg extended out. When you're ready, hugging it into the core, peeking to your right and kick out to the right. Hugging back into the core, kick back to the back. Hug into the core, look where you're going, kick, bring it back in, extend out, bring it in, hiya, to the right, bring it back in, extend back out, bring it into the chest, kick to the right, this time hold. Now go ahead and gently set the foot down, sink the hips back, stretch through this nice inner thigh stretch. A half happy or a half child's pose. A little stretch. Exhale it out. Going back in through tabletop position. All right. Other side. If at any point you need to rest and rotate those wrists, take that break. So we'll take the right arm out, left leg back. Big inhale. Exhale, we have 5. Hug it in. Knee, elbow kiss. Reach it out. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale out. 3 more. Extend. Bring it all in. Extend. Bring it in. Hold, hold, hold. Right hand down. Curl the right toes. 3-leg dog. Leg lifts. Roll that ankle. Bend the knee. Open that hip. Gaze. Maybe peekaboo under that left armpit. Squaring off that left leg. Go ahead and bend that right knee. We're going to come back down to our tabletop with that left leg extended. This time, knee to chest, kick to the left. Knee to chest, kick back. Knee to chest, kick to the left. Knee to chest, kick back. Knee to chest, kick. Knee to chest, extend. Last one here, knee to chest, kick. Place the foot down, sink the hips back, take a rest. Breathe deeply. Going back into our tabletop position. Curl the toes. This time, just hover the shins. We want a cat spine here. We're going to get lots of nice shoulder work today and some legs today. So we're just going to take 2 steps to the right. So we'll step off our mat. So 1, 2 to the right. Back to middle. 1, 2. Step to the left. 1, 2. To the middle. To the right. To the middle. To the left. To the middle. Lift the hips. Down dog. Walk it out, pedal it out. We're going to add on to that. Coming back down to your tabletop, setting up the foundation, curl the toes, lift the shins, the core is engaged. We're going to step to the right, 1, 2. This time, take the right foot, kick it out just like we did. Step the right foot to meet the left, and then come back to center. Step to the left, kick the left leg to the left, join the toes, back to center. Keep pressing, the shoulders are heating up now. Right side, kick, bring it back down to the middle. Left side, kick to the middle. Right side, go, back to the middle. Left side, kick, and back to the middle. Drop the knees, sink the hips, arms overhead. Hands to the heart, exhale it out. Take the hands behind the back, open these shoulders. Oh yeah, that feels good. Big breath, chest is open. Feel the fire we're creating in the upper body. And the abs, and the butt, all of the fun stuff. All right. Go ahead and place the hands on the ground. Curl the toes and just walk gently back to your down dog. From here, take a peek at your hands. We're just going to tiptoe to the top of the mat. And when you get there, fold. Bend the knees. Let the chest hang nice and heavy here. Maybe you sway it out. Maybe you'd like to still shake out those arms. We're burning up. You can rotate front to back, open and close like a swinger. Or just do nothing but relax. Slowly bend those knees. Tuck the tailbone, rolling up to stand. Bring the arms up, overhead, big breath. Hi, how you doing, son? Exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, the arms go up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. And go ahead and place the hands back, step back to your high plank. And hold here. A little more core work to get into. So we're gonna take our feet as wide as our hips here. Our hands are right under the shoulders. Take the left toes, hover them off of the ground. Breathe. Let those right toes come back down to the ground. If I said left the last time, just to the other side. We'll get to both of them eventually. Hovering the other toes. Breathe. One more breath. And set the left toes or right toes down, shift forward, low plank, chaturanga arm. And drop all the way down to the belly, setting up for our Sphinx pose. So we want our shoulders over our elbows here. Pressing through your elbows really brings those shoulder points down away from your ears. Breathe. Another breath here. Go ahead and lower down. Bring the hands by the rib cage. Press up to cobra. Lower down. And press up. Maybe your cobra's a little deeper. We're the same. That's okay. And lower down. This time up dog. Rolling over the toes, down dog. Take a peek up at the top of the mat. Come up high on those toes, bend in the knees, tiptoe or hop to the top and fold. Inhale, get long, flat back. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, circle the sun, big breath. Hands come to the heart. Arms go up. We fold down, yes. Inhale, flat back. This time, high to low plank. Maybe you hop back to your chaturanga. Up dog and down dog. Stay here. And to get to the top this time, we're gonna come up high on the toes, bend in those knees. We're gonna hop to the right, hop to the middle, and hop to the left. And every time we're getting a little closer to the top. The middle, right, middle, left, middle, right, middle, left, middle, maybe one more, right, middle, left, middle, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Circle the sun, big breath, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, bring those arms way up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. This time, we're going backwards, so plant the hands. Bend in those knees. You can take hops to right or left, whatever you want. Pick a side, side, middle, side, middle. As we work, way back. Middle, side, middle, keep going back, side, middle, think hips up, hop, hop, side, middle, side, middle, one more, side, middle, down dog, rest. Big breath, bend the knees, line the elbows with the ears, biceps and ears. Shift forward, high plank. Widen your stance to about hip width distance apart here again. Core is engaged, press away from the floor. Lift and hover those right toes. Breathe. Bend the knee, keep the foot flexed here. Now take the gaze up. Maybe you can reach those toes towards the head. Hug knee to nose, think cat spine. 2 more like that. Reach, think heel to the head. Try not to drop the hips too low. Round the spine, tuck knee to nose. Lift. Big knee to nose. This time 3-leg dog. And bring the foot all the way through crescent lunge. Let's get into our standing series. We're high on those balls in the back foot. Once you're ready, the chest, lift it. Oh, feels good to get off those arms. Shows thinking. Reaching or keeping the hands at the hips. Without moving anything else, we're just gonna bend the back leg and straighten it. We're not bobbing. So bend, straighten, bend, straighten, isolation, bend, straighten. Oh yeah, that burns. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bring the arms up overhead. Take your flow, vinyasa, high to low plank. Up dog, down dog. Breathing here. Shift forward, high plank. Widen the stance here. Feet are about hip width distance apart here. All right, cover the left toes. Breathing. Think heel to head. Ready? Lift, lift, lift. Think heel to head. Rounding like a cat spine, knee to nose. Heel to head, breathe. And press and round the spine. Feel the engagement of the core. Lift, lift, lift. Crunch, crunch, crunch. 3-leg dog. Let's get out of there. Bring it all the way through crescent lunge. Left toes to left thumb. We're high on the back foot. Arms can be up. I prefer them to be down today in this current moment, and that's okay. All right, so we're gonna just isolate the movement. Bend the right knee, straighten. Bend, straighten, we're not bobbing. Stay still. Bend, straighten. Bend, straighten. 2 more, bend, straighten. Bend, straighten, inhale, arms up. Exhale, take your flow, high to low plank. Up dog, down dog. Breathing, walk the hands back to meet the feet. Grab hold of your big toes with your peace fingers, bend the knees, fold. One more breath. Let it go. Release those toes. We'll see you later, toes. Root to rise. Arms go up. Hands to heart. Let's walk to the top of our mat. So we did some funky little chair weird stuff last time. We're gonna do a little bit of funky chair stuff this time. And then we'll move on. So this is our little intermission, if you will. So we'll go ahead and we'll be at the top of our mat. I'm gonna face you. Bring your arms up overhead and sink down for chair here. Breathe. Like you're testing the waters, just bring the right toes to the right side. And come back to center, stay low. Left toes out. Center. Right toes out. Center. Left toes out. Center. Right. Left. Get some speed, right, left, and kind of like you're dancing, just ball change. Can you do that? Yes, good job, I can see you guys look amazing. And 3, 2, 1, forward. Oh yeah, shake it out, bend the knees, wiggle the butt, whatever you want to do. Inhale, get long. Take your flow, you can hop back if you'd like, getting some heat in those legs. Inhale, up dog. exhale, down dog. Go ahead and peek up at the top of the hands. Bend the knees, high on those toes, step, hop, jump, or float to the top pole. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Circle the sun. Hands to heart. Take a moment to feel the vibrations of the chest. Let it go. Right back in it. Chair pose, sink low. Sinking lower and lower. Can you see your big toes? Lower. Under both those arms behind, reach behind. Think chest parallel to mat. Get super low. Can you bring the fingertips to just graze the mat here? And what we're gonna do is start to lift the chest slowly, keeping those knees hugged in, the arms come up. As we get to the top, we're gonna come up high on those toes. So we're just reaching like an elevator, like something's just lifting us. Busy lifting dreams. Coming back down, staying on those toes. Slow, slow, slow. Once you get back to about your regular chair, let the heels rest down, straighten the legs forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Root down, rise up, circle the sun. And sit right back down to chair. All right, we're gonna start to come up high on those left toes. What we're gonna do is sink our hips down, interlace the fingers, if possible, under that left foot. And like an elevator, we're just gonna lift and rise with the foot package all the way to the top. If this is not available, just gather the shin, do the same thing. All right, we're gonna start to extend the leg straight out in front. Start to guide the chest towards the thigh and the nose towards the toes. From here, start to bend the right leg, keeping hold of that foot. We're gonna come all the way down to seat, keeping that left foot package up where we are. When you're ready, release. Lower the foot down and the chest, but hovering that left foot. Like a supported low boat. Start to rise, lifting the leg, bend the knee, kiss opposite elbow to knee. And lower back down. And lift, hugging, knee, elbow kiss. Lower, lower, lower. Coming back up, take your twist and kiss. And back down, down, down. And lift it up. And kiss. And lower back down. And plop. Release. Tick-tock windshield wiper those legs side to side. We have another side. So let's get right into it. Hug the knees to chest, start to rock and roll. We'll make our way up to stand. Bring the hands to heart. Chair pose on the other side. So here we go. Sit, sit, sit. Sit, sit, sit. Rise those right toes. Rise, rise, rise. Maybe you can start to reach down, either gather the shin, knee, or maybe you can gather under the foot package. Start to stand, lifting like an elevator. We rise, we rise, we rise. Ready? Extending. Like a nice slow robot. Here we go. Bending the arms. Bringing the chest towards the thigh. Slowly bend the left leg. Lower, lower, lower. We'll come down to seat. Woo, yes, good job. And release. Go ahead and lower down. Supported half. Low boat and lift, twist, elbow, knee, kiss. Lower, extend. Lift, kiss. Bring it back down. We have 3 more. Lift, kiss, and twist. 2 more. Lift, twist, kiss, and lower. Lift, kiss. Lower, 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 lower. And release down to the mat. Windshield wiper those legs side to side. All right, we're here on our back. Keep the feet pressed into the ground. You want about hip width distance apart. And go ahead and just firm those triceps into the ground and lift the hips for a little supported bridge here. Breathing, squeeze the high knee. Open the front side body. Big breath. Lower down slowly. Take a big breath here. Exhale, lift, go right back into it. This time we're going to take our hands and press them to our thighs. We're going to lower our hips down just to a hover. And then with your hands, press to your outside of your thighs and also try to open your legs up. And then we're going to do the same motion and lift. So you're pressing out. We're acting like a resistance band. Lower, lower, lower. Hover and lift, lift, lift. Try to press those thighs open while you're trying to close them with your hands. And lower. Lift, press, 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 press. Lower. Lift, press, 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 press. Your booty should be on fire. Lower, lift, lift, lift. Press. Lower, lower, lower. One more round. Lift, lift, lift. Press, press, press. Lower down. Releasing everything. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock side to side. We'll let the right leg stay into our chest and extend the left leg out. And go ahead and find your wind removing pose. So shift that knee into armpit. Reaching the left toes out while we hug the right shin closer to our chest. And switching sides. So just gently release the right side, gather in the left leg. And then gently guide the knee into the armpit for our wind removing pose on the other side. Reaching this right leg out far, far, far. Big breath. Let it go. All right, one more little core push here. All right, so go ahead and come up to seated. Legs extend. Drag your fingertips along the ground, hollow out the core here. Lift the feet when you feel ready. Let the hands lift when you're ready. Hold here. Go ahead and lower the chest, leave the legs to a hover, and gently lift the feet up over the head. Switch kick, so you go right, left, and then open the legs wide, and then go left, right, lower, down. Once the back arches, you're gone far enough. Lift the legs, switch kick, right, left, open, left, right, lower. Lift, right, left, open, left, right, lower. Lift, right, left, open, left, right, lower. Lift, right, left, open, left, right, lower all the way down this time. Good job. We only need a little core on our Wednesday. Feels so good. All right, hug the knees to the chest. Rock and roll, come up to our seated forward fold. Our legs, shake all of it out. Reach the arms up overhead. Gently start to fold. And get as far as your body says yes to. All of our bodies say, hell no, at some point. Once it does, you say, okay. And you back off. No means no, and our bodies tell us that all the time. It's like our first teacher there. And if you have that childlike mindset, of like, my legs don't bend like that. My son tells me all the time, how do you do that? And he tries, and I tell him, don't do that. Your body's already said what it needed to say. That first gut instinct, just back out when it says back out. You come a little bit higher or not. Opening up those hamstrings. Oh, that low back. Oh, yeah, it feels good. Take 3 more breaths here. Fuel the body. Circulate the breath. Take your last nice big breath here. And slowly start to rise in the chest. And we'll take our right foot, place it to the inside of that left thigh. As far, just keep it above the knee if possible. And from here, we'll lift and we'll lower down, isolating to the left side. Try to keep that right hip grounded down. And go ahead and lift up here. This time, can you take half lotus? Just guiding the top of the foot, of the right foot, to the pockets of the left. We'll take our big breath in. And gently fold as far as your hips and hamstrings will allow. So if that's just a gentle shift forward, that's where you go. If you can go a little deeper, go a little deeper with that half lotus. And start to rise. This time, guide the knee towards your midline and shift the right foot to the outside of that left leg. We'll take a nice little twist. The left leg, you can keep extended. Go ahead and hug it in. Whatever feels good. The left arm rises. We hook left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Gaze can go to the front, towards me, towards your wall, towards over the shoulder. Remember, your eyes aren't making your neck turn any further. So you're straining to look. Your eyes are gonna hurt and you're not getting any deeper. So your eyes stay in the front of your head. That's where your gaze goes. My eye sockets want me to keep turning. I'm not getting anywhere. One more breath. Twist a little deeper on that exhale. And counter that posture. So we're gonna just bring the right arm up. We're twisting now towards the left. Pressing now the right arm into that right leg. Breathing. And come right back up. Release the right side. Shake it all out. Left side. So go ahead and bring that left foot to the inside here. Inhale the arms up. And gently fold down. Big breath here. Let it out. Rising with the chest. And take the left foot. Try to find your half lotus here. Just do your best. If you want to just take the first posture again, do that again too. Bring the arms up and fold with your half lotus variation. We're inhaling to get long. Exhale, get a little deeper. Softening the jaw, the shoulders, the thigh. Big breath. Releasing, coming back up. We'll take our little spinal twist so the whole left leg crosses over. Right arm up. Inhale to get long. Exhale, twist, 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 wringing it out. Gaze goes where the gaze and the face want to go. Not the gaze. Doesn't get the choice here. Big breath. One more breath. Counter posture, so we're just going to revolve in the spine towards the right, left elbow hooking the left thigh, twisting it out. This is like the ooey gooey part of practice, like the cream filling to your donut. We were in the heat, in the fire, the fryer oil. Now we're getting to the yummy cream filling. Go ahead and release this side. Shake it all up. We're going to bring the knees into the chest, crossing at the ankles. Come into your tabletop. Stretch out those shoulders so that reach the right arm up high. And bring it all the way through and under, resting on that right shoulder. Keep the hips stacked over the knee. Extend the left arm out or take a bind. Bringing that left arm to any part, fabric, your pocket, something that might help you get a little deeper. And then roll that left chest, left side open. Breathing deeply. Feeling nourished. Coming into the other side, we'll release the wrap, stacking on top where we belong. And the left arm, reach up. Hello, sun, and bring it all the way through. Hello, armpit. Reach, reach, reach with that right arm out in front, or again, binding. Spiral that chest open, smile. Bring the chest, expose it. Open those shoulders. Quarantine has me super tight. We're getting through it. We're wringing it out. This is the good part. Beautiful. Take one more breath here. Let it go. All right, stacking ourselves, releasing the bind. Go ahead, curl the toes under, find your down dog for me. Stretching it all out. If the knees like to be bent, just want to reach, do that. It feels so good. We'll take the right leg to the sky. And bring knee to right wrist. And then inner rotate that foot and slide backward. Taking pigeon. So you can take proud pigeon. Show yourself. Expose the chest. Open yourself up. Also, awesome. If the hip is lifted, get up on a block. Just be proud. Hell yeah, I did that today and yesterday. Y'all are practicing a lot, I see. And then let's go ahead and take sleeping swan. So folding down our sleeping pigeon. All right. Breathing. Finding a place of comfort. Opening the hips. Feeling yourself get long and nourished in the process. Breathing. And take 3 more breaths here. Big belly breath. Breathe it out. One last breath here. Bringing ourselves back up gently, gently. For me, it's never gentle. I'm just always excited. So I try to remind myself to move slow. Start to rise up. Find your down dog or tabletop. Bending those knees, stretch it out. Oh, so good. And we'll go ahead and lift our hips, bringing that left leg up and sweeping it through. Left knee and wrist slide back. We'll take our proud pigeon first. Again, if you have that block, stick it right under that other side, honey. And start to walk the fingertips towards the chest. Maybe this is where you are today, or maybe you're high up on that block. Just feel proud, as you should be. You can start to gently maybe walk the fingertips back a little more. Breathing in this beautiful space. Breathing in your beautiful body. One more breath before we fold. And reach and walk those fingertips out. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Reach it out, reach it out. Settle in. Feeling yourself get nice and yummy and long like taffy. Oh yeah, stretch it out. Breathe it in. Take 3 more big breaths here. Fidget if you need to, get longer if you're ready, get smaller if it's too much. Listen to your body. 2 more breaths here. Last breath here. And start to walk yourself back together. If you need to take down dog and pedal it out again, do that. Oh yeah. You go ahead and find yourself all the way on your back. If you have a block, bring it with you. And stick it right near you. For now, we're going to get a little deeper into those hips. So bring your feet as wide as your mat. Tick-tock the knees to the left. Tick-tock the knees to the right. To the left. To the right. And to the left. Stay here. Take the left pinky side of the foot and find the right thigh. Allow the foot to guide this right leg in towards the left. And place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. Breathing deep. One more breath. Releasing the side. Gently tick-tock side to side. Right knees Both knees to the right. Take the right pinky blade of the foot and place it on the outer strip of that left thigh. Take the right hand to the heart and the left hand to the belly. Let the shoulders rest here. Let the legs do what they need to do. Feel the breath filling you up. Smile. Take one more breath here. And bring the legs back up. Now, our friendly block. I'm taking it on the tall side here. Press the heels into the ground. Lift the hips, this time taking supported bridge. There's no placement exactly, but your low back, you need to fidget with it to find what that sweet money spot is for you, that jelly donut spot for you. Clearly I'm hungry. It's morning time. Coffee and donuts are what we have to work out. Big breaths here. Two more breaths here. Big breath. Come up high onto those toes to help give you a little extra lift here. Remove the block. Let the hips rest. All right, now we're going to take our waterfall. The legs come up over our head. Rolling out those ankles. Beautiful. Breathe here. We'll get to shoulder stand and plow, but just be here. I just watched a Daniel Tiger episode and they say, be here now. This is the wow that's happening now. So let's not rush it. Daniel Tiger said so. Big breath here. Sometimes the legs start to tremble here. And that's the wow that's happening now, right? Breathe. Take 3 more breaths here. Maybe float the arms over the face. Last breath here. Take the hands, find the low back and start to let them walk yourself up, stacking for your shoulder stand. Be sure not to look left or right. Be careful of that neck. Remember, it's not a neck stand, it's a shoulder stand. Keeping enough space between your chin and the chest so you breathe. The queen of all poses. You can engage the legs, flex or point the toes. Try to stack toes over ankles, over knees, over hips, and maybe we'll never be there. That's perfectly okay. We're just trying to reverse all the gook that gravity tends to send down our legs, all the way into our feet. Another breath. Let the feet float over the head. If they don't touch, they don't touch. If you have blocks and you want to stick those toes under the block, the wider your stance, the toes might find the ground a little quicker. You can release the hands or keep them supporting the low back here. Maybe the tops of the feet can find the ground. Again, we're not looking left or right. We're just hanging out in plow. Noticing what thoughts come up. Breathing. Releasing, not the pose, just the breath, just releasing any unwanted thoughts. Two more breaths. Last breath here. Use the hands to guide you back down super slowly. Maybe the hips can land on the tops of the hands. The legs will extend out and we'll let the chest rise. Let the head just gently droop back. Toes can point. This is our fish pose. Supported fish feels nice too. Placing the block between the shoulder blades. Open the heart. Feel the throat chakra open up here. Take one more breath. Gently lowering down. Hug the knees to the chest. Take a nice spinal twist here. So take both knees to the left. And then take the right arm out to the right. The gaze goes over towards the right fingertips. If you'd like to eagle wrap the legs for a little deeper, that's fine. If you'd like to take a block and you don't want to twist that deep, let the knees just land on the block. And find your depth. And breathe into it. We have 5 breaths here. Filling into the space in the spine. Imagine that breath spiraling down like a twisted lollipop. One of those big llamas that look like a unicorn horn. Spiraling right down your spine. Filling it with beautiful, beautiful light. On your last breath here, gently release, hug the knees to the chest, side to side, wiggle it out, setting up for the other side. If you eagle wrap, go ahead and do that. Guide those knees towards the right, gaze towards the left. Move your hair out of the way if you need to. And then settle in. We have 5 beautiful breaths here. Finding so much joy and comfort in the breath and in your practice. Yes, we come for the juiciness, the active. What our body really likes is this part, the yin, the yang, hanging out, releasing. Just the beauty of being beautiful in your own space. And take one more breath here. And bring the knees back to center here. Reaching through the knees, find your happy baby. Open it up. Round that low back. Ground the low back. Let me see that. Round the low back. Bring the shoulders away from the ears and find a way to snug them right there into the mat. Grounding those hips towards the earth. We're pressing through our feet like we're trying to break out of this little box, and our arms are saying, no, 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 this box is safe. Staying here. Trying to pull yourself together and press yourself apart at the same time, creating length in the spine. Breathing. Feel the tension, the push and pull. Maybe they're shaking, or maybe that's just me. Just breathe. Three more breaths here. Your last little push. Big breath in. Let it go. Last breath here. Let it all go. Release the feet. If there's a lot on your hip flexors, tick-tock the feet side to side. And we'll take up Shavasana. So take up the biggest Shavasana you can. You're in your own space, you're in your home. So be like a big starfish on the ground. See if that suits you today. And start to just scan the body, shake it out, let it go. Finding this beautiful space. Shavasana is such a sacred time, and one that I personally feel I took a lot for granted in those moments at the studio, because in my own home, Shavasana doesn't happen without something being tossed into my face. So it's like a war zone. Just take up that space. If you'd like to take a seated Shavasana, do that too. Just start to relax. We'll start to scan the body, starting with the toes. Wiggle the toes out here. Curl them and then flex and straighten them, and then curl just the toes, not the ankles, just the toes. Isolate the space. Wiggle them side to side, back and forth. And let that go. And we're going to take the ankles and let the feet point. Feel the active muscles in the calves as you point, point, point. And then flex, flex, flex. And feel the way the calves really isolate that movement. Try not to squeeze the glutes, just the calves here. Maybe that's not possible. Just try. And release that. Now the thighs, just squeeze the thighs. This time the glutes will engage too. Maybe you can keep the ankles relaxed. And then let it go. Let your hiding melt, the thighs melt. Squeeze the core. Think lower rib cage, hug them in. Like someone's squeezing a corset to you. Squeeze it all in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release. And take the shoulders and just lift them off the ground, just shrugging them forward. And then really try to press them into the mat. Shrug the shoulders forward. Feel the pectoral muscles start to flare up. And then relax the shoulder. Press, press, press. And now take the shoulders down and away from the ears. And take the fingers and start to move the fingers. You can all go in and out. You can make tight, tight, tight fists. Reach, reach, reach. This might activate your triceps and biceps. This rotating the arms in and rotating them out. Squeeze, 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 and then release. We're going to take the mouth. Open the jaw really wide. Take the biggest yawn you've ever taken. Move the tongue around while your mouth is wide. Reach the tongue towards the chin and towards the nose. And then release the face. Let the jaw part with the teeth. Start to relax the entire body, the sensations melting away. Feel the heaviness of the head as it cradles with the earth. And feel the blades of the shoulders resting gently into the earth. And some points along your arms as they grace the earth. And your hands are heavy into the earth. The low back, the hips, the glutes. Everything is soft. The calves and the heels cradled by the earth. Universal love. We all share. We all have this ability. You're born to know only love and joy and life. And things start to happen and traumas unfold. We suppress because we're told to. And then maybe you find yoga. You find this path to take, to open you up, to be vulnerable, to heal those things we were told needed to just go away. You're open and exposed, and you're here, and you're healing, and you're dealing. You're moving through with grace and such amazing effort. You should be proud. We should be proud. The work, the commitment, the space you take up is so damn valuable. You are meant to be here and in this moment. Now rest here. And be still. And take your left hand and place it onto your heart, and your right hand onto your belly. Let the corners of your mouth curl up into a smile. And be here now. And gently gliding the hands across the body, give yourself a nice little hug. Releasing, rolling onto your right side body in the fetal position. Just gently curling up. When you feel ready, guide yourself up to a seated position. My reading for you today is from I Am Her Tribe by Danielle Dobie. I found this passage as a very special and connected one for this moment I am gifted to share with you each Wednesday morning. It says, "Come honor me in my wholeness, both the tall parts, the messy parts, Invite me to rise into the parts of me that still need growing. I want to do the work with you. I want to co-create with you. And together, taking each other to a bigger version of ourselves that we cannot reach all on our own. And before you, I have crashed and I have burned. But this burn taught me that love, real love, awakens when we choose to meet ourselves. And this burn taught me that I will find you and I will love you. And because I did the work to find and love me too. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I look forward to seeing you all in real life again. And together we'll share the thing that means all the respect and love. Namaste. Thank you, friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope to see you again really soon. If not, I will be practicing with you soon. Be well.
Thank you, Brandi.
Thank you. Thank you, Pete. Thanks, everyone.